So, welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. Okay, this is done so that you get to consolidate your current affairs and get the much needed MCQ practice, which will come really handy when you'll appear for your UPSC Prelims Examination. Okay, so if you're regular and consistent with this lecture series and you practice 4 to 5 MCQs daily with me, then you'll feel fairly confident as far as current affairs are concerned when you'll be appearing for your UPSC Prelims Examination. All right, so if you want to feel confident about your current affairs, then follow this lecture series religiously. Make sure it is a part of your daily routine. All right, okay. Enough of the introduction. Let's straight away jump into the discussion, starting with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding Convention on Biological Diversity. It came out of the 1992 Earth Summit in Geneva, Switzerland. USA is the only UN member nation that is not part of this convention. COP 15 of CBD, which gave Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, was held at Cali, Colombia. Okay. How many of the above statements are correct? Now look, currently COP 16, 16th Conference of Convention on Biological Diversity is happening. It is known as 16th Conference of Parties, Convention of Biological Diversity. Now, this 16th COP is happening in Cali, Colombia. Cali is a city of Colombia. Okay. Now, Convention on Biological Diversity is an international convention that aims to protect biodiversity in the world. It aims to protect plant species, it aims to protect animal species. All right. Now, when did this convention come about? Well, this convention came out of 1992 Earth Summit that happened in Rio, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, not Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, so this statement is false. Okay, then USA is the only UN member nation that is not part of this convention. This is absolutely true because USA is the only UN member country that has not ratified CBD. Rest all the other countries have done so. So this is correct. Now, COP 15, the 15th Conference of Parties of CBD, which gave Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, was held at Cali, Colombia? No. COP 16 happened at Cali, Colombia. COP 15 happened at Montreal, Canada. Okay? So this part is false. Only one is correct. A. Question 2. Which of the following statements is are correct regarding 30-30 targets under Biodiversity Convention? It was part of Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework launched at COP 15 in Montreal 2022. These targets are to be achieved by 2050 by all parties to the convention. Okay. So, Conference of Parties under CBD, 15th Conference of Parties happened in Montreal 2022. And it gave a framework called Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. Under this framework, 30-30 targets were given. Now, these 30 targets were, first of all, 30% of land and marine areas should come under protected areas. Okay, that should be achieved by 2030. And 30% of degraded land and degraded marine ecosystem should be restored by 2030. Hence, it is called 30-30 and it should be achieved by 2030, not 2050. Okay, so these targets are to be achieved by 2050 by all parties? No, by 2030. It was part of Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Convention? Absolutely correct. A. Question 3. Consider the following statements regarding cloud chambers. India is establishing a first of its kind cloud chamber at Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune. This cloud chamber will aid India's efforts under Mission Mosam. IITM Pune will have a convective cloud chamber, which is the most common cloud chamber globally. Which of the above statements are correct? Now, cloud chambers are those scientific instruments which are used by scientists to study cloud physics. So these chambers form artificial clouds within the chamber and scientists can study clouds. Okay. Now India is establishing its own cloud chamber at IITM Pune. So this part is correct. Now India is establishing this so that it achieves its target of Mission Mosam. India wants to improve its weather forecasting and weather modification capabilities under Mission Mosam. So cloud chamber is precisely established to help India achieve that. So this part is also correct. Now, IITM Pune will have convective cloud chamber, and convective cloud chamber is one of the most complicated cloud chambers. It is not the most common. In fact, it is the least common. Not many countries have this convective cloud chamber. So this part is false. Okay, so India is getting a very advanced cloud chamber because that advanced cloud chamber would allow India to study its monsoons or clouds during monsoons. Okay, question 4. Which of the following statements is are correct about Kazan, which is hosting 16th BRICS Summit? It's the capital city of Republic of Tatarstan and is branded as the third capital city of Russia. The city lies at the confluence of Danube and Kazanka rivers. Republic of Tatarstan is homeland of Tatar people, the largest ethnic minority of Russia. Okay. So BRICS Summit is happening in Kazan, absolutely correct. And Kazan is the capital city of Republic of Tatarstan, which is in Russia. Now, Kazan is a very advanced city, very wealthy city also. In fact, uh, in 2009, it was named as the third capital of Russia. The actual capital of Russia is Moscow, and St. Petersburg is the cultural capital of Russia. They said that Kazan is so advanced and so wealthy that it should be called the third capital. It is a very huge city. Okay, so first part is correct. Now the city lies. This is at the confluence of Danube and Kazanka rivers. This is false because the city lies at the confluence of Volga River and Kazanka River. Okay, and the city is 900 kilometers east of Moscow. So this part is false. Republic of Tatarstan is the homeland of Tatar people. Absolutely correct. And Tatar people are the largest ethnic minority of Russia. Look, majority Russians, 80% of Russia is ethnic Russians. Okay? But 20% of Russia has many ethnic minorities. The largest ethnic minority is Tatar people. These are Central Asian people, okay? Turkic people who speak Turkic languages. They have their own language, own culture. So this part is correct. 1 and 3. And last, consider the following statements regarding diammonium phosphate, DAP. It is an important fertilizer for rabi crops in India, which is a source of three nutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, potash. It contains 46% phosphorus, a nutrient crops need at the early growth stage of root establishment and development. Okay. Now, diammonium phosphate is a very important fertilizer for rabi crops, especially wheat. This part is absolutely correct. Now, diammonium phosphate is a compound fertilizer. What do we mean by compound fertilizer? It provides more than one nutrient. Okay, so diammonium phosphate provides nitrogen. It also provides phosphorus. It does not provide potash. Okay, it provides only two nutrients. So this part is false. Now, 46% of DAP is phosphorus, and phosphorus is a very important nutrient required by plants, especially during their early growth stage. So this part is correct. All right. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope it has added value to your preparation. But it would add more value if you revise these questions also. Okay? You read the detailed solutions of these questions that were discussed in this lecture. And where can you read the detailed solutions for these questions? Well, you can download the PDF file for this lecture. This PDF file shall be available on our Telegram channel. And the link of our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section below this video. So you can click on that link, you'll be taken to our Telegram channel, and from there you can download the PDF file for not just this lecture, but all the other lectures featuring on our YouTube channel. All right. On that note, I'll be signing off with the promise of seeing you next time with next day's current affairs through MCQs. Thank you, everyone.